Once upon a time, in the tiny village of Greenfield, there lived two best friends named Sam and Ben. Sam was cheerful and thoughtful, while Ben was adventurous and curious. They would play by the crystal clear river, climb the tallest trees, and race across the colorful meadows from sunrise to sunset. One day, while exploring the enchanted forest at the edge of the village, they stumbled upon a magical leaf. It shimmered under the sunlight and had beautiful sparkles, like tiny stars tucked within its veins. They realized that the leaf had the power to grant one wish each day. Sam and Ben were thrilled and started making simple wishes like long jumps and sweet cakes. One sunny afternoon, as they were deciding on a new wish, something unexpected happened. Sam wanted to wish for a treehouse, while Ben wanted to wish for an endless supply of candy. They began to argue, each convinced their wish was better. Their cheerful laughter had turned into angry voices. Sam stomped his feet, and Ben crossed his arms. Their disagreement grew so big that they snatched at the leaf, tearing it into two. Suddenly, the sparkle faded away. The leaf lost its magic. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Sam and Ben sat on the ground, sadness weighing their hearts. "I didn't want to fight," muttered Sam. "Me neither," whispered Ben. They realized that their friendship was much more precious than any magical wish. They both felt sorry and wished they could undo the damage. Though the leaf's magic was lost, their apology was genuine. They hugged and promised never to let a little disagreement ruin their friendship again. To their surprise, as they hugged, the pieces of the leaf began to glow ever so faintly. Remembering the unity, the leaf once again had a tiny sparkle. Even without its magical powers, it became a special token of their friendship. They might not have their wishes, but they had learned a wonderful lesson. Friendship was the greatest magic of all. From that day on, Sam and Ben never had a disagreement. They remembered the magical leaf and talked it out. And so, they continued exploring, playing, and sharing dreams just as they always had together. Once upon a time, in a bustling little village, there was a tea seller named Ramu. Known for his sweet tea, people from all over the village would come to Ramu's stall every morning. But as days passed, Ramu's newfound popularity started to make him greedy. One evening, as Ramu was preparing to buy tea leaves for his stall, he stumbled upon a thought. If I dilute the tea with more water, I can save on the cost of tea leaves and make a greater profit. With this plan in mind, Ramu started adding more water to his tea. The next morning, as customers sipped their tea, they noticed the difference. "This tea feels so watery," one of them remarked. Ramu reassured them, insisting he hadn't changed his recipe, but the customers weren't convinced. Day by day, the tea got worse. Words of the poor quality tea spread across the village, and fewer people came to Ramu's stall. He watched helplessly as his earnings dwindled, regretting his decision to let greed overcome quality. That night, as Ramu reflected on his empty stall, a wise old friend stopped by. "Ramu," he said, "money comes and goes, but honesty in your work earns you a reputation that stays. Return to doing things the right way and let the trust rebuild." Ramu realized his mistake. The next day, he discarded the diluted tea and started using the right amount of tea leaves again. Slowly, the aroma of his original sweet tea began to waft through the village. As people savored the taste once more, they returned, and along with them returned the sounds of chit-chat and laughter to his small stall. Ramu learned that while shortcuts might offer temporary gains, only hard work and honesty would provide lasting reward. He promised himself to stay committed to quality, knowing well that trust is built, not bought. From then onwards, his tea stall was not just a place for tea, but a place filled with warmth and trust. The greedy tea seller had turned over a new leaf, reminding everyone in the village of the true worth of honesty and quality. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by flourishing greenery, there was a garden that was said to hold an extraordinary rose. This rose was unlike any other. It was a magical rose that never withered, blooming perpetually with a captivating fragrance that drew people from far and wide. According to the elders, the rose was enchanted to teach a valuable lesson to those who sought it. In this village lived a young boy named Oliver. Oliver was a curious and determined lad with a heart full of questions and a desire for adventure. He had heard tales of the timeless rose from his grandmother, who told stories of its beauty and the moral of gratitude it imparted. One fine morning, Oliver decided to set off on a journey to find the legendary rose. With a small satchel packed with bread, water, and a map, he made his way toward the magical garden, guided by the whispers of the winds and the tales of the villagers who had seen its wonders. After walking for hours, Oliver arrived at the entrance of the garden. It was a mystical place, teeming with vibrant flowers of all colors, butterflies dancing in the air, and the sweet sound of birds singing harmoniously. Oliver wandered through the garden, his eyes searching for the rose he had heard so much about. At last he found it, the timeless rose, glowing softly with an otherworldly light. As he approached, he felt a serene calmness wash over him. The rose's fragrance enveloped him, and he knelt beside it, grateful for its existence. In that moment of gratitude, the rose whispered its secret to Oliver. Remember, young one, beauty is eternal if you cherish it with kindness and appreciation. Never take what is precious for granted, for time has a way of revealing the true value of things. Oliver nodded, understanding the rose's wisdom. He thanked the rose and promised to always carry its lesson in his heart. As he turned to leave, he realized that the garden around him seemed even more beautiful. Oliver returned to his village, full of stories and gratitude. He shared the rose's lesson with everyone, teaching the villagers to appreciate the small wonders in their lives. The village, touched by Oliver's experience, grew more vibrant, and the people more compassionate. And so, the timeless rose continued to bloom eternally, its lesson of gratitude echoing through generations.
In a bustling city, amidst the noisy streets and honking cars, there lived a beggar named Leo. Every day, Leo sat in the same spot near the park, with his small, tattered cap placed in front of him, hoping for some kindness from passers-by. Despite his situation, Leo had a warm smile for everyone who walked past him. Leo wasn't always a beggar. He once had dreams, a family, and a stable job. But life hadn't been kind to him. A series of unfortunate events left him alone and homeless. Yet, Leo never lost hope and remained optimistic that one day things would change. One chilly autumn morning, as he sat huddled in a corner to escape the cold wind, a kind woman named Sarah stopped by. She was drawn to Leo's friendly smile despite his worn-out appearance. Sarah was a wealthy philanthropist who often helped those in need. "Hello there," greeted Sarah warmly. "What brings you out here every day, my friend?" Leo replied, "Life hasn't been easy, but I come here with hope in my heart." I believe there's still goodness in this world. Impressed by his positivity, Sarah decided to offer Leo a chance to work at her charity organization. Delighted by the opportunity, Leo accepted without hesitation. Under Sarah's mentorship, Leo thrived. He worked hard, learned new skills, and slowly climbed the ladder of success. His dedication and innovative ideas soon caught the eyes of investors. Years passed, and Leo's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Not only did he manage to turn his life around, but he also became a successful entrepreneur. He launched a company focused on helping the homeless, like himself, to reintegrate into society. Leo's journey from rags to riches inspired everyone around him. He proved that with resilience, hard work, and a little kindness, anyone could change their destiny. His company flourished, making him a billionaire. Despite his vast wealth, Leo never forgot where he came from. He invested in various programs to help the underprivileged, becoming a beacon of hope for thousands. The moral of Leo's story is that adversity can be overcome with determination and that kindness can change someone's life. Leo's life was a testament to the power of a positive attitude and the impact of giving back to the community.